Hey guys, welcome to Occultists Anonymous episode 70. 70, we're well over the hill.
We're gonna die soon.
Yeah, we're getting our affairs in order. The characters are, at least. Who knows? So cool. I can minimize this thing. I don't care about that. Righto. The Occultists Anonymous are sponsored by Roll20, The Onyx Path, and viewers like you. We're doing this again.
Yeah, you.
Yes, you, right there. Legitimately, if you're sitting here, you're watching it, thanks. We're doing this because we want to play mage, or at least I convinced them to play mage.
But we want to be here.
Yeah. But you guys, help us do dumb, silly stuff like Craig's new mic. That's specifically our patrons on patreon.com/occultistanonymous, also known as staylucky.club. Oh no. I thought the cough was gone. It's still here a little bit. Okay, we'll be fine. But yes, a very special thank you to our patrons who support us monetarily, give us a little money to put towards doing cool kind of upgradey stuff. Those are, and hang on, I gotta sort these guys, so I'm not saying these names the same way every time. So Ryan, Thomas, Schmitty, James, Perry, Josh, Brandon, Michael, Danny, Cinna. I thought I was going to get it all in one go. Puppeteer, Doc, Elaine, Noba, Giovanni, Cat Feathers, Moku, Melissa, Alexander, Other Michael, and Emil. Thank you guys for your support. It is super cool to see you in here. It is cool to have you guys with us. Most of you, at least, are on Discord. Actually, there's some of you that are on Discord, and I just don't have you linked up on Patreon. So you should do that, because that helps me keep track of you guys so I can say hi and check in on you. And I don't know, we might come up with some funky stuff to do with cultists sometime in the future. I don't know. No promises. And then just a quick reminder, I hate doing this, but just to remind you guys, we are aiming at a goal of 200 a month. I hate even saying the number. But at that point, I will try to get, I will not try to get, I will have somebody helping me edit videos, which means that they will come out faster. Well, probably about the current pace, but I will try to be doing an extra video or thing to post on Patreon, or I don't know, a little podcasty thing. Some people have suggested doing a Talks Machina where we talk about the last episode. I don't know that I'm ready for that, guys, but maybe we'll record a little recap for those of you who are like, I don't want to watch 3 hours of stuff. I just want to catch up to the live stuff. We can do that, maybe. I don't know. So if you are a cultist, or if you are on Patreon, feel free to message me and be like, hey, it would be really cool if we did this. No promises, but I'll see what I can do. Righto. With all that said, now that we have the cabal back together again, let's get to it. So when we last left off, and bear with me because we're going to have to do timeline stuff, the cabal had met with the hunters after going to a concilium meeting. Songbird and Atreides took a couple days to get some stuff together, and then Songbird joined the Legacy, the Forge Masters, which, if you missed, go back and watch that because it is heavy metal.
Metal AF. Yeah.
Yes. Atreides decided, hey, you know what? I've got this whole Ghost Whisperer thing. That's kind of my shadow name, and I haven't done that. And Gabe goes, well, fun fact, I had this really terrible idea. And it turns out, yes, it was a terrible idea.
It was a terrible idea.
But fortunately, Atreides made some right decisions in, hey, you know what? There's a weird ghost. Let me call my weird ghost expert. And so now said creepy ghost is
just yelling, put me in, coach.
Yeah.
Because it got benched. Get it?
There it is. I was like, where's he going with this? I think this. Okay, there it is. So yeah, the poor ghosty got benched. Well, I shouldn't say poor ghosty. The Reaper.
I was going to say
poor ghost.
To be fair, the suspected Reaper. We don't have confirmation yet. It's a Reaper. Just before anybody freaks out, or as Ash posted on Discord, Reapers.
Reapers.
Yes. Oh, that's true. They are the poor little Turians. Anyways, sorry. Moving on. And then, but before all that happened, because that took a couple of days to get there, Weird had been doing some stuff, chatted with her, at this point, I guess, only real member of her labyrinth. So it's a very lonely labyrinth, just the two of them. But kind of dug into Stephen Klein and who he is and got to know him a little bit better. And
he's going to die.
I'm going to, Stephen Klein is going to die or awaken sometime in the next 9 months. No big deal.
Just another example. It's a year
Also,
be yeeted
when
world.
you say next winter,
Mm-hmm.
do you interpret this winter? Because we're not in winter anymore. We have winter of this year and winter of next year.
But I mean, you guys are in April, so you're out of winter. And so, you have
next winter.
Until next winter. And then, told her boss about the labyrinth, who Vala was quite pleased with and saw, okay, that's pretty good. And Shodell was happy about it. And kind of got the pat on the back and said, good job, go to it. And then she went looking for the other world and sort of kind of found it. And that was rough. So she's had a couple days to kind of figure out what she's doing with that information. She's kind of been given a little bit of a deadline. And she's not 100% sure what might happen if she doesn't meet that deadline, but that's fine. It's like a month away. No big deal. And that's where we pick up with the Cabal. What are you guys up to?
Okay, well.
Go ahead.
I still hadn't hit the point where I got home yet after dealing with the Reaper.
That's true. Yeah, you had left the cemetery and was headed back home.
Basically, I'm going to walk in the door and nearly break down.
Sure.
Further driven by the strange scene you see in front of you.
Yeah, so what's
which
Songbird
is
doing now?
Songbird looking at maps and a book.
That would be traumatizing.
My
Right on
world
its own
is
right
turned
there.
upside down. What is this?
So, just walk in the door. This is happening. Nearly got Gabe dragged to hell. So how's your day been?
He's nearly, so he's here?
He's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a good day. 10 out of 10. Talked to Judd.
Mm-hmm.
Told the Mysterium I'll fight anybody that makes fun of him. Oh, and I joined a legacy.
Cool. Do you look
Well, you did know
do
about
I
the
notice
legacy.
anything?
Oh.
Because remember,
Yeah, because I made
she
the nail for you.
Right. To look at him, no, she looks the same as ever. Now, were you to use some crazy death magic and inspect Songbird's soul, then yeah, you would probably definitely be able to tell.
Okay, well, I'm just going to walk to my room and go in and... What?
Gabe? The Gabe thing?
Yeah.
Anything you want to tell the class?
He found a weird ghost. We tried to help her.
Did-
She's a Reaper. That doesn't mean a thing to you, does it?
No.
They're
Doesn't sound good, though.
They're ghosts who come out of the underworld to snatch ghosts and take them back.
Oh, like a Grim Reaper.
Yes,
Is that? God damn it. This is where we get this from, isn't it?
possibly. Yeah. Found out what she was before she got the chance to, turn into her Reaper form, because that's a thing they do. The rest of the time, they're just normal ghosts, which is why we were chatting with her. So she is currently possessing a park bench in a cemetery.
Cool.
Forcibly.
Yeah, she's locked there for a month, assuming nothing breaks the spell. So we're gonna have to deal with that, I guess.
Oh, okay.
In the
Well,
meantime,
I don't mind punching ghosts.
Sounds good. We should probably do that, like, tomorrow.
Cool. Have you seen
Okay.
Weird?
No.
Cool.
I've been a little busy.
Preoccupied.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go deal with that, kind of.
All right. Well, if you need anything, I guess I'm here looking at books. Oh, can I have
Yeah.
Shanna's number?
Yeah, sure. Pull out my phone, give it to you.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'm off.
Just gone. Just
Yeah.
like zombie walk down the hallway.
I suspect Atreides has something that she has planned to do in her domain. Or is this
Not
just, I'm going to
particularly.
go lay down?
This is I'm going to go lay down and sort of slightly unwind from this because I am stressed out and bothered. Like, I want to
Sure.
go, like, just sort of talk with Gabe. Like I said in chat, like, I want him to materialize so I can hug him.
Sure. Yeah. So, yeah, especially with you're in your domain, so reach is a
Mhm.
problem. Yeah, no problem. Sit, kind of chat. Sit on the bed and kind of like lean against each other and be like, that was so dumb. Mm-hmm. Yep. Really dumb. I'm glad you're here. Me too. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, we kind of fade on the lovely sister and her brother's ghost scene. And then I don't know. Do we pick up with Songbird? Are you going to call Shanna now? Is that the plan? Now that you have the number?
I think it's probably just a quick scene of like me asking a couple quick questions about Mexico and seeing if we can meet up and get some advice on the lay of the land and whatnot.
Sure. Yeah. Of course, it's later, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it is later because you picked up Catherine and took her in the evening to the graveyard and came back. So yeah, so it's later. But yeah, Shanna is more than happy to, like, yeah, if you're paying for dinner, we can be wherever you want.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, you arrange some dinner, breakfast, whatever meeting with food. That's Shanna's only requirement. Cool. Anything else?
And then just like casual text to Weird. It's like, hey, it's been 72 hours, haven't heard from you. Just you alive.
Yes.
Yes. ... question mark.
Did it come with a question?
Cool. And then I just pass along like breakfast reservation in the group text.
Cool.
I'll be there.
And then it's sleepy sleep time because all this reading is not good for Songbird's brain.
Too
Those
much
little
time.
hamsters are running as fast as they can.
Small reminder, everybody, that Songbird does, in fact, only have one intelligence. He works with what he's got. What about for Weird after that text?
Yeah, it's kind of restless,
Mhm.
but I assume this is going to be planning for Yucatan,
Mhm.
so I wanted to do a divination or two.
Sure. Go for it. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that the
Don't-
text is like breakfast,
Yeah, I would pass along subject
Yeah.
thereof of
Yeah.
the reservation.
Yeah, because I mean,
That's fair. Otherwise, Weird would have no idea yet.
right.
I'm just looking at my character sheet. Why is my initiative 4? That's wrong, isn't it?
It is going to be the lower of your wits plus wits or composure plus something. It's been a while since I've looked. Let's
Plus
look at the character.
Dex. Okay, no, that's right then.
Okay.
I thought it was like 2, but okay.
Mine's 6, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I'm going through my sheet and removing all of the spells that we don't have active anymore.
Yeah. Stamina is not maxed out.
I did that today on mine. I was like, oh, goodbye, stamina.
Mine is 3.
3.
I can use a mirror.
For divination, yeah, because you're not exactly looking at time, but you are still, reading it.
Mm-hmm.
And Regis is gone.
All right.
Sure, got that all right. In my domain, so reach isn't really an issue. So.
Right. 5 minus 4 is 1, so 8.
And that's 8 again, though, right? Because I'm using the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it.
4 successes. And so with your bonus potency, I think you've got, 4 questions?
Yep.
Okay. And I imagine you're casting the spell on yourself.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So yes, questions about your future, which is something I've been screwing up with divination.
Sure. Questions about my future.
Correct.
So, I'm trying to get an idea for the nature of what we're going to find when we go to the Yucatan.
Mm-hmm.
So I paid the extra reach for the detailed answers.
Right.
So when I go to the Yucatan to recover the tablet or the grimoire, what protections am I going to encounter?
Very open question. I think it is basically going to come up as Oh, actually, yeah, because it's talking about your future. So the things that you're going to come across are going to be mundane and awakened defenses arrayed before you.
All right. What sort of awakened defenses? Spirits? Supernal entities?
I think the way it would translate probably is like it's awakened magic.
Okay. So spells and traps. What arcanum can I expect to encounter in these defenses?
Ooh.
Good question.
That's more detailed, but still general enough for a divination.
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah. The answer is going to be all 10 arcana may be arrayed before you, or arrayed against you.
Great. What arcana does that grimoire and the Yucatan pertain to?
So jump over to Conca and be like, hang on, which one was where?
Right, which one is this?
Yucatan? No, that's not it. Grimoires.
It's Thyrsis. Please let it be Thyrsis.
You don't want your fancy book?
That's the Stygia book. I know where that one is. No. Okay, yeah, Fate and Time.
Damn it.
All right.
Hang on. That's 4. Yes? Unless...
Yeah, that's my 4 questions.
Okay, cool. I was like, wait a second. Okay, cool. Anything else before you take a snooze?
I don't know if we need to go into a scene or anything, but I just want to dive in and have a chat just to make sure everything's okay in there.
Sure.
In my soul. I don't know if we need to actually get into that or not. But.
Yeah. Well, and I find that especially because like the easiest way to get into your soul is meditation. So it kind of makes sense that, we're just like, okay, before I go to sleep, I'm just going to concentrate, meditate, get down and actually have some serious introspection and then wake and actually come out and actually sleep at that point. Because, I mean, let's be fair. One of the best ways to make sure you have some good dreams, go talk to your subconscious. Be like, hey, is everything good? Everything's good? I don't have to talk about anything? Cool, then I expect good dreams.
Hello. Would like to request one dream of a hot person, please. Thank you.
Just put that one on the... Just go chat with the centaur real quick. Be like, hey, just come on by. Okay.
And let her know we may be having company.
Yep.
In the not too distant future.
Okay. Though naturally, she is you. You are it. So yeah.
Yes.
But nonetheless, Weird likes to have conversations with her internal self, which is great.
It's important for Weird to have words said.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is a very Faye.
It's a very
Arcadian,
Canthus thing, right? Like words are important; they need to be said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you guys crash for the rest of the night. At your various places. Because Chris, you already said that Songbird was like, I am done with books. I'm walking away. Because I was going to say we're going to have
I
a
read
weird
3 whole pages, y'all.
Yeah, I was going to say we return with Songbird peeling his face off of a book, but I realized no. Songbird is like,
He's
no,
not that type.
I have a bed. Thank you. I'm done with this. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Paid a lot of money for it.
That's true.
It's very comfy.
We pick up basically at wherever you made your breakfast reservations. Some quaint, cozy place, I imagine, rather than.
I know exactly the one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of it, but it's very good.
Oh, gotcha.
Hi guys.
Hey.
So
I know we probably have an agenda, but I wonder if I could have a discussion first.
Yeah, Shanna, who I imagine was early, goes, I'm just gonna visit the ladies.
Yeah.
I figured Shane is more of a casual 10-minute late kind of
Not when it comes to
stroll
food.
in.
Okay.
Fair.
She is the fiercest, damn it.
So I don't know how to say this without sounding all mumbo jumbo, heebie jeebie, but so I'm just
Your
going to say
mages.
I've been feeling for a long time that my life is heading towards an inflection point. That I'm going to have a decision, and it's going to decide the future course of my life. And that decision, I think, involves you guys. Not directly, but you guys are a factor. So before I get there, I just want to know, are we all... Straight talk time.
Mm-hmm.
Are we committed to this? The Rookery?
Yeah. Remember we did the sigil,
Yeah, we've got
the
like
sign and all
things.
that.
Yes, I know, but other things have also happened in the past, and I just want to make sure that that's all behind us and we're pulling on the same rope in the tug of war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be like 3 ropes pulling one,
Sure.
But
And like, I'm not asking for a commitment, forsaking all others or anything like that, but that, like, I think that this Rookery thing...
look, I'm totally down to forsake some people. More me at them.
I think this Rookery thing can go far, even beyond us.
I mean, we've got Jimmy soon,
Titus.
right?
We've got Titus.
Titus. We have
we're working on
Titus.
expanding.
He is a person that we definitely don't forget about every episode.
And
I remember him. I just don't have any use for him yet.
this wasn't about me doubting you guys. This was just Weird needing to hear the words. That's all.
All
Does that
right.
make-
Yeah,
does that
you
make
can
sense?
find the future, right? Do you know if that point is coming soon?
I think so. I think I may have set some events in motion that are going to cause it to happen within the next 30 days or so.
Sounds a little ominous.
Yeah, you want to
Feels
demystify that a little bit for
Yeah.
us here? Your boy's having some trouble tracking.
So I had some family when I was very young. I mean, I had my parents when I was really young, but when they were still around, I had a great aunt named Kate who used to tell me all these stories, Celtic mythology, and one of the places I kept on figuring in these stories was a place called the Otherworld. And I was fascinated by these stories. I loved hearing her talk to me and speak about them in that Scottish brogue of hers. And it's something that's kind of stayed with me. I mean, years later, I'm awakened now, and now I understand that all of our myths are actually real. So I've been sort of having an obsession to try and find this otherworld place because I want to explore it and see what it's really like. And I was trying to do that, and I don't know if I found it exactly, but I found something. And I mean, I leapt before I looked, and I kind of got into a little bit of trouble. I negotiated my way out of it, but it's possibly led to something else. I need to do a little bit of sort of a, I guess you'd call it an astral scavenger hunt.
So do you have like a month before something comes to kill you or take you back?
I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I know I have a month to come up with 3 things from the astral that represent me.
Okay.
And to give them to this entity I met. I don't really know what's going to happen if I don't do that.
What's going to happen if you do? Because you're giving it representations of yourself.
Travis asking the good questions.
I ended up in this place that was, it felt very space focused. Like barriers didn't exist and locations didn't exist, and it was everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. And I was kind of trapped there. I managed to get out with some help from this other entity that I inadvertently trapped there with me. And that's who has asked me to do this. And it was fascinating and very strange. And I felt like this was a gateway to everywhere. Do you know what I mean? That if I could master that, then I could get literally anywhere. Which is a really enticing idea for me. And I think it's something I want to explore a little more.
Okay, so you owe this thing, essentially. It got you out, you got it trapped.
I wouldn't use the word owe. I can't, this and words are important. I would say that it has asked me to do this and has offered me instruction if I do it. We didn't really talk about what would happen if I didn't do it.
All right, well,
Let's not find out.
if you need me to beat something up, let me know, I guess.
And just to clarify for those of you at home who may have missed the last episode or in the party and missed the last episode, it is stuff from the Temenos. So the place where all human thought comes from or merges together. So it's not necessarily going to be stuff being yanked out of Weird's own soul. It's stuff that is, especially if it's smaller stuff, will have minimal effect on existence. You could go find, the aspect of Chris Hemsworth and snatch him away, and all of a sudden everybody stops caring about Chris Hemsworth.
And then only I get to care about him.
Right. But that's exactly depending on what weird things reflects herself and how big or how small she thinks about it. This fucking cough refuses to die.
It's been fucking 2.5 weeks.
Yep.
I understand. I have it too.
Yep. But yeah, so that's legitimately.
Weak immune systems.
Songbird wants to go to the Temenos.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds interesting. I've never been there.
Yep.
Sounds neat.
Well, you're the one with the mind powers, so.
Yeah. Well, you guys can get to the Temenos without mind
I mean,
powers.
sure, but having the mind powers is good.
Yep. Very much so.
It would sure be an asset in the Temenos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah. While you were gone, I imprisoned a Reaper in a park bench, so we need to go deal with that. Do you know what Reapers are? I feel like I'm just gonna have to keep going through this.
Right. And I think for the sake of everybody.
Yeah.
Insert memory cube here.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is what a Reaper is. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, I read a book too.
Like the
We've been
table
very
gets
busy.
silent.
Okay, so I dropped my coffee cup.
But
I,
yeah,
I put my hand
Shanna
on
comes
Songbird's
back.
shoulder, and I'm like, I'm so
sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
and I think like Shanna has been back here, like back in the bathroom, like watching, and then like all of a sudden the hand comes here. There's a little bit of laughter, and they're like, and I think okay, like Shanna kind of makes her way over and pulls down. And is like, everybody's okay.
Yeah, we're
It's
good.
all good, Shanna.
Okay, so and like
Just catching up on some cabal stuff.
sure, no, I understand. I didn't want to pry, but now and kind of looks at Songbird. I think there's other cabal stuff you guys needed to ask me about. So let's make this about me.
Pull out a tablet where I've got some scans of the maps and stuff.
Okay.
And be like, yeah. So Hiza said to talk to you about Mexico. We've been down there a couple times and might know the lay of the land. Who to talk to, things that are weird down there.
There's quite a number of weird things down there. Is there anybody or anything specifically you're looking for or where? Or the Mysterium has a decent caucus down there that like it's not a difficult place for and kind of Bushins at Atratus, and then realizes, well, technically you guys are in the Mysterium sort of as honorary members. So I mean you should have, like, I don't think you guys will be hurting for a place to stay. You know, they have their rules, their books and stuff like that. And I think all your maps are like the Yucatan, and she's going to say, the Athenea there are, let's see, and like kind of points out like west of the western portion of the Yucatan, which is not where you guys are headed. Hang on, actually, where are you guys headed? Google Maps. I love it. But yeah, the region that you guys are not heading to specialize in well, they don't have an Athenaeum. They have a sensorium because they they store the books about the abyss that are useful. So catalogs of creatures and ways to deal with them as opposed to ways to summon them. So yeah, these guys have the nasty, like, these guys have the monster manuals.
Got the Ghostbuster kits.
Yes. And then the region that you're headed to basically is sorry, hang on here. Where's that book? All right, I'm gonna zoom out. Okay, yeah. You guys are way out on the tip of the Yucatan. So yeah, you're on the east side of the Yucatan. Anyways, yeah, they specialize in other realities. Twilight, Shadow, Underworld, Emanation Realms, Lower Depths, a little bit of the Abyss. But yeah, they track and look at things that are not here. And try to kind of piece together lies and truth, and yeah, they're all a bunch of eggheads like Atratus. You know, but yeah, they're all.
There's no like pith hat gentleman explorer types.
Not
put up your dukes and punch a ghost or some shit.
No, not heavily. That tends to be. And I'm going to say this, Songbird, and I want you to understand. That's kind of our Mysterium. Yeah. No,
you guys are the least nerdy.
We're probably the least nerdy. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
At least the ones
Can I
like
turn this dot back in, please?
and she's like, and I'll admit it, most of the time, anytime the Mysterium needs to go somewhere where there may be ass kicking involved, we go tap you guys on the shoulder.
Anything strange or noteworthy at the southern end of the Yucatan Peninsula?
The southern end.
Stories, rumors. Yeah, I think that's where we're looking.
No, he said we were going out on the tip.
Yeah, you're up in the.
I can't remember if we figured out in character where we're going.
Yeah, there because the area
It was on the
circled.
map.
Yeah, you're going to the city of Uxmal.
All right.
Oh, Yucatan, right?
Mhm.
Right.
So yeah, I want to specifically ask her
I
about
couldn't remember the specificity level that we had.
like, do you know of know anything about this? Do we have any stories, rumors?
Without like consulting a bunch of books, and I am not egregor enough to do it. Nothing that I'm aware of. I mean, generally speaking, it's for Mexico having a lot of other socio-political stuff going on. As far as mages go, it's a fairly quiet place. The Seers have a pretty big influence all over, but they're not in heavy conflict with the Pentacle. We're kind of quiet and keep to ourselves down there. It's not an easy place to do work because the Seers run a lot of it. But I don't think they quite have the numbers to kick our asses. Not without drawing. I mean, Mexico is close enough to the U.S. and the Free Council is kind of big in America, and is up in Canada and pretty decent in Mexico too. So to cause a ruckus, may invite further allies. So the Seers kind of just let us be as long as we're not messing with their shit. Every time I've been down there, the Seers have been. What's a step below courteous?
Cordial?
Cordial? Cool? Yeah, those are good
I'd say-
words.
Cordial would be above courteous.
Okay.
But yeah, they to the point that everybody's polite, everybody, behaves themselves, and everybody keeps one hand on their gun.
So the area we're looking for out of character
Blonde, if you
is...
prefer Songbird.
So the area we're looking for is like the northeast tip of the peninsula, or
Yeah,
or is
northwest.
it the northwest tip? Okay.
So I imagine we'll fly into Cancun. And drive.
Yep. Or Merida. Merida. Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of Merida.
Yeah.
As an American.
Yep.
Flying to Cancun seems reasonable.
But yeah, regardless, if you're actually flying and not traveling by Giza, yeah.
I'd like to keep things as legal as possible in case we get tied up with anything. It's just easier.
Yeah, and that does tend to limit the number of ways that Seers can, kidnap you. Just saying. Yeah. Things are cool and polite, but not necessarily safe. To be fair, New York's not too much better, depending on what part of Manhattan you guys are in. Which, the ball's on you guys. She just gives this big thumbs up.
No
She's
problem so far.
So
I mean,
far.
we haven't tried to bother anyone here.
Right. Which I think is probably for the benefit, especially with the three and a half of you. I think that That's probably
soon
for
to
the
be
best.
4.5.
Sure, yeah, that's true. Speaking of, has Ate spoken with you yet?
No, I've been meaning to call her and check up on Jimmy.
Oh no, I meant Songbird.
No, why should she have?
She's not happy with you. But I'm sure it'll be fine.
Can't think of a single thing that I've done that she would be mad about. So
Yeah, okay, sure. Okay.
Weren't you saying you challenged the entire Mysterium to a fight? But
Oh, there was that too. Yeah, but no, I don't think that was.
no, I said I'd challenge any part of the Mysterium to a fight if they
mess with
were
Judd.
rude to my boy Judd.
okay,
Who, yeah.
not that I disagreed with either sentiment, but yeah.
And Shanna's actually,
Judd's great.
yeah, no, he's actually kind of terrific, and
He's gonna learn coffee soon.
I have heard. I was actually kind of
He's
wondering,
taking the world one machine at a time.
maybe borrowing Judd and taking him out next time I go.
Why?
I mean, I'm going to present it to him, but I figure literally just to get him out of New York and see the world.
I feel like that
I'm
might be
ready.
good for him if he feels up to it.
Right? Yeah. It's all his choice, but at the same time,
It's not my consent to give.
okay. Yeah. And
I
living,
think getting out of the Athenaeum would be
Right.
good for him.
yeah, and living grimoires are awkward to discuss. So that's, I didn't know if you guys had any plans that were going to involve him that I would be disrupting. But because, yeah, I figure I'd present the idea to him and, I don't know, take him out to, I've got a list as long as my arm of places that I'm supposed to be checking in on mythical, magical, doohickey beasties. So, and I figured if he's interested, come along and see. And
Interesting creatures and where to locate them, right?
You're gonna
Correct.
take him to meet Mothman.
Mothman he's an okay guy, but not on the list.
He lives in West Virginia.
No, I'm more talking about, news reports and odd tabloids of mysterious abductions and monsters being seen in the dark. And yeah. So
Man wearing an Edgar suit.
Tabloids, best investigative journalism on the planet.
I mean, you would be surprised at how many times they flag to odd occurrences. You won't ever see anything about vampires or anything in them, but the weird monstrous things, that shows up in the tabloids every now and then. Requires a little divination and some scrying and stuff to figure out, what's legit, what's not, but there you go. Sorry, I got off topic. Yucatan.
I got pretty fascinated there for a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Was there?
Just don't take Judd somewhere too dangerous.
No. If necessary, have him sit in the car, and he can
Keep the AC on for him.
Yep.
It can get really hot.
Mm-hmm. And I have spirit friends who can, if necessary, spirit him away.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it either. But there you go. Oh. Yeah, you guys sit, have breakfast with Shanna.
Were there like any particular names for us to
particular
talk to or
names? Well, it's not Eptot. That is somebody else entirely. Oh my gosh, because I can't ever remember
curator?
Hierophant, I think is
Hierophant.
I think that's it. I'm gonna double check.
Yeah,
Mysterium.
That's
the
Heza, right?
Mysterium.
No, he's
Hierophant's a old man, right?
yeah, down in Boston.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oceans is in charge in New York.
Yeah, Oceans is the curator. the Hierophant down in the Yucatan is hopefully an Obrimos named Acriel.
ACR.
AKRIEL.
Ugh. IAL?
IEL.
Okay.
Acriel. Yes. She's Catholic nun.
We're gonna get along great.
Yep. But she is well, I don't know how much belief she has. I don't know if she's like Hadramiel or if that's just
Oh, she's like a Mother Teresa type.
potentially. Yeah. But yeah, that is at least her, what she does on the face of things.
Bless you.
Nope. But yeah, so she is she's the one who's in charge of all that.
Radical.
Yep.
Let's go talk to some little Mexican nun.
Yep. So yeah, she's the one at least that you want to check in with. I don't know if she may pass you off to somebody else, but at least when I go by and visit, they always send me to go check in with her before I get a room.
Do I like name drop you?
I mean, I don't know that it would help.
You're not disliked?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. I don't know that it'll help, but you can at least tell them that you've spoken with me and you know the drill, which is basically don't fuck with their books and don't draw attention to their Athenaeum. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's kind of like us.
Cool, man. Gosh, where are those pancakes? I feel like.
And yeah, so you guys enjoy your breakfast, chit chat a little bit more with Shanna. Shanna pulls out her list on her phone of different places that she needs to visit, which is like all over Europe, various stops in through Africa. Yeah, just hitting every.
Got any Cambodia on that list?
No, probably not. I mean, I'm sure probably. Yeah, but her list is just like it's the worldwide, and she's just that's what she does. Her whole cabal technically. Which that is the other thing is it would be Judd going with her and her cabal to these places.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, not just Shanna going, come on, we're going to go good cop, bad cop, some creepy cryptids.
Because I'll totally take a week to do that and be Judd. Tell that story.
That would be kind of intriguing. Cool. So yeah, you guys have breakfast and then kind of move on with your day, which consists of, I don't know, what do you guys do next?
I want to call Rebecca. Well, I'll check in with you guys. So I really want to deal with the Reaper that I have locked up in a cemetery park bench.
Totally on board.
Because I think she was hunting Gabe, and if she wasn't, she certainly will be. So, yeah, I want to deal with that as soon as possible.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Want to join me? Okay. I will call Rebecca then and say, hey, we're ready to go deal with this as soon as you guys are.
Yeah. We can be ready. Especially if all four of you are coming. Bring dark clothes, and we'll meet you out there 2 a.m.
Okay.
Because we're not doing this in the light of day.
The daytime?
Nope.
Yeah. Is there anything we should prepare for?
If we're lucky, we'll be able to talk her into giving up the mask. and going on her merry little way.
In exchange for not getting killed.
For exchange for not getting killed. Depending on how long she's had the mask, there's not quite an addiction, but there's kind of a bond to it that they have. So she'll always miss the mask. But if she can kick the habit early, it probably won't be as bad. Because you said she's only been dead for a few months.
She hasn't been dead for very long.
So unless she found that mask really early, we might be able to literally set her on the straight and narrow.
Okay, so might be able to actually help her and not just
that would be
kill
the
her.
hope, but I'm hoping for the best. I'm prepared to have to put her down.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll get ready. Is there anything else we should bring?
I don't know. What mage stuff do you bring?
Songbird brings his weapons.
Yep.
We mostly just cast spells ahead of time to get prepared.
That's what I would bring.
All right.
Cool.
I'm going to attempt to turn Songbird into One Punch Man.
Do you have a spell plan for that, or is this a right now thing, or this is down the line?
This is before 2 a.m.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay. All right, well, you guys want to go start prepping for this?
Sure.
Seems good.
Well, let me make some spells.
Yep. And since it's coming up in the chat, yes, we do use Discord. And yes, the video chat is pretty dang good.
How do you do a Clash of Wills?
Against who?
Someone trying to break your ghost shield.
That will be their influence plus their rank.
Versus
your Gnosis plus death.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, mages are always going to be rolling Gnosis plus an Arcana.
Will increasing the potency make... No, that won't change anything.
Not the base potency, but doing advanced potency adds +1 to the Clash of Wills, and then for each stage of advanced duration. So our, week, day, whatever, all that. Each of those gives +1 to the Clash of Wills as well. So if you have a long-term, indefinite spell with advanced potency, that's going to be probably the hardest.
Hard to break.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Pull up my book. This is also one of the reasons to get rotes. Rotes +1.
Yeah, you can combine rotes, though.
Correct. That's true.
You can take a road as a combined spell, though, right?
You have to have someone that's made that rote for you.
Yep. Yeah, because you're going to have to...
Which means it's in all likelihood a multi-master.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or,
or a combined within a single Arcana.
Mm-hmm. Which they're out there, but you're going to have to...
do some big favors for that.
Yep. Because the masters who come up with those probably don't want to share. All right. What is a Travis casting?
Ghost shield.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need... I don't need to increase scale beyond advanced, right? That'll cover the 3 of us.
Correct. If you have advanced, that gives you 5 subjects.
Okay. I'll take another -2 for potency then also.
Okay.
Because a potency spell.
Mm-hmm. So that basically is... What would that give you? It protects... increasing potency is not going to actually get you... No. Yeah, because it's all just going to be a Clash of Wills. So more potency will not get you more oomph on that spell.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to make the clash of wills harder to beat.
Advanced potency.
Advanced potency would, but right.
Will give you dice bonus.
Mhm.
Is that not what the -2 does?
No, that's the
Maybe
reach for
The
potency.
reach. Okay. Right. Well, I
But
can-
like, you can do it in
But yeah, you're basically, literally, if you're trying to make your Clash of Wills better, it's literally instead of adding, taking another -2 for potency, take another -2 for duration, even if it's going to
Okay.
run longer.
Not too.
Mhm.
Yeah. that sounds good then.
Okay, so you've got your
7,
reach, which is going to
13
be
-4, 9.
your reach is advanced duration, scale, and physical attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because we're doing it in my domain, will take an hour. And I can touch them.
Cool.
Also, reach doesn't super matter then.
Yeah, so you can go
Yeah.
hog wild with it. Cool. So that's 7. And then you're going to take -2 or -4 to...
-4.
Okay. So 7 -4 is 3, plus the 6 for your yantra, so 9.
Mhm.
Cool.
Five successes.
There you go. Exceptional success.
Okay. I will take condition.
Cool. Yeah, actually, let's just straight up do a +2 for your next. how to word this? Well, yeah, we'll just say interaction with a ghost. So if you're trying to, empathy, if you're trying to spell cast at them, yep.
Okay. And so everybody gets ghost shield.
Cool. And all told, that duration is going to be baseline is advanced, so it's an hour a day. Well, it's the third step. Okay.
So week.
Yep. And Songbird is putting all the reach into this.
This is combined kinetic blow and ephemeral enchantment.
Sure. Yep.
It's just for me because it costs mana.
Mm-hmm.
It will be potency 5, knockdown, stunned,
Mm-hmm.
and acts as a bane to the specified.
Cool. Now you okay, so you do have the Red Arcana. Okay, yep. Because force is -2.
It's lower -2.
Mhm.
I'm using a willpower.
Okay,
so the other bonus is just 1
Okay,
instead of mine. Yeah.
cool. So
So it's
6.
6 dice.
Yep.
And using my Orichalcum is 9 again.
Or
8 again. I fucking lost it at this point.
Vex's potency does give +1 to Clash of Wills.
Advanced potency.
Advanced potency does, yeah. So you can do that because you're in your domain. So
Mhm.
So you get +3.
Yep. Materials.
I think it's 9 again.
Perfected metallurgy. Or a calcum. +2 for spells cast upon itself.
Mm-hmm.
And durability cannot be reduced.
But it's used as a tool.
9 again.
It gives 9 again.
Yep.
Yeah. Ugh.
How much mana did that cost you, bud?
Just 1.
Oh, okay. Try again.
Yeah, I'm trying again. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yikes.
I'm going to try again. 4d10.
Can't possibly fail this time, right?
Yep. 4 successes.
4 dice, 4 successes.
Here's your success and just shy of a critical. Excuse me, exceptional.
Fucking A.
Yep.
Yep, okay. Well, it works.
Yep. And that, by the way,
So
folks,
therefore,
is why I make them roll for most of their spells. Because every now and then, yep, he's going to burn through a bunch of mana to manage something like that. Cool. And then weird, what are we casting? Is it Monkey's Paw?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to take a different tack this time. I'm going to do Choose the Threads.
Okay. Remind me which one that is.
Anytime, potency number of rolls, you can roll twice and I pick which one you take.
Ah, yes.
I'm paying the extra reach for it to apply for spellcasting and supernatural rolls as well.
Hang on. Where's this thing? Choose the thread?
Choose the thread.
Wait, is that time?
It is time.
You never cast time spells. No wonder I couldn't find it. Okay, choose the thread. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Yeah, so the withstand is resolve. Okay, so who are you casting this on?
On us as a cabal.
Okay. Cool. So
I paid for advanced scale.
cool. Always had the reach and roll twice
I
for the
paid
next
for-
ending or spell. You will decide which dice roll takes effect.
Yep.
Cool.
So you have a crap load of overreach there.
Yeah, but you're just casting in your domain, right?
Well, I would need
Oh.
everyone present.
No, yeah,
so
you would need everybody. Okay, so you'll overreach.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So
So
that's-
2 for my. We're going into combat. I figure my rapier would be an applicable tool for this spell.
Sure.
So that would take 2 dice, and I'm
4
going to
dice.
spend.
Well,
2
and you
mana.
can like it doesn't have to be appropriate to the spell to use it as
Right, but I
dedicated
want
magical-
I want the
plus
yantra
one.
bonus.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I want the yantra bonus as well. So 2 for that, and I'll spend 2 mana.
Okay.
So 2 dice.
Leave it down to 2.
So 2 dice.
Safe. Nothing. And then
Okay.
your actual spell is 5 minus 6.
1 success.
Cool. Yep. There you go.
So you have 4 rolls of any kind, skills or spell rolls. You roll twice, and I'll pick which one takes effect.
And they are the next rolls.
The next 4 roll. Okay.
Yeah, so this is going to be the next 4 rolls. So, including spell.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
Interesting. But yes, one of the really, really good time spells. All right. So yeah, you guys, have your moment, I guess, back at the workshop. Because I think that's where both of you have moved your domains to.
No, mine's still at my house.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Mine's at the workshop.
Yep. Okay. So you
I
guys.
like having mine at home.
Sure. Yeah, you guys have plenty of time, an hour to cast and such like that. And then I guess wait until 2 a.m. or nearly.
Go take a nap.
Yep.
Definitely take a nap and then do some spellcasting.
Sure. And then, then we time jump to you guys getting off a train or what have you out in,
Mhm.
where did I say, Brooklyn? Queens? Brooklyn, I think.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Mhm.
And kind of text Rebecca and be like, okay, where are you at? Oh, we're over here. We're the gothic weirdos over in the corner. And yeah, there is
Which one? There's like a bunch of
Yeah,
people,
right.
and they're all playing The Cure.
You guys make your way to the graveyard, cemetery, and you see the whole like Geist crew, including like a couple folks you haven't seen as like the Sin Eaters, some people who have like this very kind of far away gaze of people who have seen things. Sylvia is there, and they're like, yep, we're gonna do this. And they're kind of over there, kind of psyching themselves up, kind of talking amongst each other. And Rebecca sees you all and kind of waves and kind of motions you over.
Has occurred to me that I
Oh.
need to cast Speak with the Dead on us.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, they can't see anything, right?
that's very true. If you want, we can include that with your Ghost Shield.
Mhm.
With a -2, so you can just re-roll at 70-10.
That would take away my success.
Hmm?
Well, actually, if you just remove the last 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to not do that because
Not do
you can
that.
see that after the fact. Because I did the same thing to Weird. He's like, well, if you just take the last 2, I'm like, I know, but I'm trying not to do that. See, no problem. 1 success. So
Then I lose my
you
condition.
lose your condition. Yes, I apologize. But yes, now everybody has been able to chat with Gabe this entire time.
What's up, dude?
Yep.
I
He's like,
mean, I was queuing up the skip bill. I was gonna over control by one to spend a mana. So
that is your call. That yeah, if you want to do that, we can do that instead.
Yeah, I want to keep the beat.
Okay. Something. We've
Was it
got
like a
the
4/4 or 5/4?
beat. Lovely. Yeah, because right now you've got Hidden Horde, her locked up, Ghost Shield, and now this. So
Yeah, so I spend a mana to deal with that.
Two mana, right? Your nose is
Is it a mana?
Or this is something else.
right, this is because she's
Okay.
spell control.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I thought it was a reach for spell control.
it is. Oh, it is. Yes, correct. So that is, you are overreaching by 2, or excuse me, overreaching by 1, which gives you 2 paradox. Keep things straight in my head. And you spent 1 mana or 2 mana? You said 1, but that was also when I said
Can spend however many I need to reduce it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, spend 2 mana, and then that becomes a chance die, which means nothing happens.
Okay.
Cool. And so yeah, so you have those spells all running, and yeah,
7 and 5 is 12. 2 successes. Okay.
cool. Yes. Now everybody can see Gabe. And Weird. What are you?
What's up, Gabe?
What are you sneaking in here?
I'm doing superlative luck with instant cast, advanced scale, advanced duration.
Okay.
My Ghost
and
Shield also on Gabe.
Right. I
And,
definitely figured that.
1 for spell control. Or no, advanced duration, advanced scale, and instant. Yeah, so that's just the 3.
Okay.
So I've got 1 over each. The 2 dice will be taken up by my rapier. It's a chance die.
Okey-doke. Man, we're so much faster at casting spells now.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll that 3, 1, 8.
8.
Yep.
3 successes. So that's everybody. Geist or Sin Eaters included. I wanted to grab them that unless they have a particular. So this is
You
superlative
just like go
luck.
around and shake everybody's hand.
Well, yeah, give me the okay. Everybody huddle. Put the hand in the circle and 1, 2, 3, go.
Everyone's kind of looking at you, kind of weird, like, all right, we're gonna go with this.
So the subjects gain the rolled quality on a number of mundane dice rolls equal to potency. So my potency for this spell would be 6.
Gotcha.
I got that right.
Mm-hmm.
And you can choose which rolls are affected, and you declare that before the dice are rolled.
All right. So yeah, the crew with a K and an extra E.
And an umlaut over the E.
No,
New metal
sadly
band
not.
from the 2000s.
Yeah, but no, the Phantasm Society, if you all prefer, and going to give me shit about it. Okay, yeah, we're going to get down on this. We don't really have any stuff. We're good. And you look, and they compared to the previous times you guys have seen them, these guys look like they are ready for battle because they do not know. Because and for those of you who missed it, so go ahead.
I think Songbird just looks at Sylvia very quizzically, why are you here?
Because this is my calling.
You're 16.
I don't mean to. This is going to sound demeaning. What do you offer to the battle?
And as I was saying, this is perfectly timed. You see everybody is garbed up and ready for war. She's got a big old baseball bat that has these markings on it.
Ghost fucker enchanted onto it.
And she's got a big overcoat, jacket type thing that looks a little bit big for her. Everybody else has got various clothing and adornments. Actually, I think we see Tritus's the one necklace that you were like, oh, I want this. Yeah, that has been returned, and I think Sylvia is actually wearing it. And there's all these different little accoutrement and stuff like that. Things that are when you look at it, you're going, peripheral mage sight. tingling. Everybody has got some tingling going on. These different effects. They're like, we don't know what this ghost might be, and we want to show overwhelming force so she doesn't do anything dumb. And so, as Songbird, you're like checking in with Sylvia. She's like, oh yeah, no, like I'm gonna do.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't realize you had the weapon of legend ghost fucker with you.
She's like, yeah, never hit a ghost with it before, but this thing actually does hit ghosts.
So does this.
Does it?
It does now.
Yeah, I was going to say she knows that, but I actually don't know that because I remember
she was unconscious.
Right, that's right. She was sleeping.
Or no?
Mm-hmm, she was sleeping at the time.
She's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and Sean though is like looking at you and nodding and like. You and me, we got it, yeah. But is like hovering right next to her, like like nope. Sean is going to do best dead boyfriend impression he can, and just keep an eye on her. But yeah, and it's 15 odd people plus you guys when you show up. They're like, yeah. So as I said, Rebecca kind of waves you over and says, "Okay, so hopefully this is absolutely." Overwhelming and absolutely unnecessary. So the game plan so far is she doesn't leave here with a mask.
Mm-hmm.
We get the mask and she can go free.
Sure. Now, at what point do I pull a Vegeta and let her put the mask on before fighting her?
No.
Actually, yeah, no. She kind of motions back to like the ever-present like skull draped in like the funerary cloth that hovers around her whenever trying to cast Speak with the Dead on you guys, and she goes, "Scream may be the only one here on par with this Reaper, as far as we know."
Yeah, let's not find out.
Right. The whole point is, if she never puts on the mask, then she's as beefy as Gabe. And while Gabe, you are impressive, I'm not afraid of you. This thing, until we know what is going on with that mask, it's an unknown quantity. So, no, she doesn't ever get to put the mask on. And if that means that we have to hit her before she puts the mask on, and you are quick enough to do it, do it.
I do have a question, because where we can see her, the way possession works, she's just kind of like standing in the bench in Twilight, and we can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Can we hit her while she's there?
Yes, but the hope is, and my plan is
that we can talk to her while she's there.
And, well, to be fair and kind and polite, we say, hey, let her out. She's like us. She's falling through the floor, no running through walls. Well, some walls maybe. But that's why we're going to be here, surround her, and we're going to talk. Because at the end of the day, she is a person. She is a person who maybe has gotten up with stuff that she doesn't know about. You've said that she's only been dead a few months, so she may not even know what she has. For all we know, she's picked up this thing, worn it a little bit, and then removed it. Like, we don't know. So we're going to talk to her first.
Do we have to let her loose to talk to her?
They do.
Technically, no. But it is, yes, thank you, Weird. It is a matter of politeness. If you had your head shoved into a wall and people tried to talk with you, would you rather have your head outside of the wall first to, have a discussion? She is uncomfortable. She's forced into that position. I've never been there, but I imagine it's like being cramped and not able to stretch your legs and move. So yeah, and I'll be blunt. This is how we're going to do it. And if you guys aren't happy with it, you all are welcome to leave.
letting her out gives us a chance of having a peaceful resolution to this.
Right. I mean, technically, letting her out isn't necessary.
Gives her a chance to put the mask on.
Correct. But that's why we are all here.
Okay.
And yeah, and actually, as you're talking, like some of the Geists, so the Sin Eaters and some of the rest of the crew have moved out into the cemetery, and you see them speaking with some of the other ghosts and are basically herding them back towards the gate, back towards the Avernian gate as like a go hang out over there and clear ground zero kind of thing. But yeah, Rebecca says, yeah, no, this is what we're doing because that's who the Phantasm Society is. And to do something different, I don't think you would say literally hurts us, but it hurts us.
Okay, then, well, if you think you can deal with it and stop her if she starts to go for the mask.
I mean, yeah. This is the hope. So yeah, she kind of straightens herself up, and she's got, like, everybody else has got, various coats and stuff like that. She has this, like, she's got the straight up mom, like, jacket that, like, slightly thin. It's really soft and cotton white and stuff, and she's got, like, little pins on it, and it looks like it's hers. But yeah, you've never seen her wear it before. And she pulls out a fucking revolver, and she's like, all right, let's go have some peaceful conversation.
Okay. All right, I'll take them to the bench.
Yep. Yeah, everybody kind of, and because the bench is, just kind of outside of the urnatorium. Yeah, mausoleum. Thank you. The places they put the urns. And yeah, the group kind of surround and crowd around a little bit, and Rebecca kind of looks over you, Catherine, right?
Yeah.
Looks over at Gabe. Gabe is over here like torn, and Rebecca says, "On you, Atratus."
Yeah, I'll walk up to her because you can see her there. It's just like, "Hi." So I'm going to let you out. You aren't going to try anything, and we're going to have a chat. Understood?
Okay. Yeah. And you watch, and like Catherine, where previously she was definitely putting on that air of, I'm a new ghost, I don't know what's happening. Now she's like, okay, hang on. There's a fucking lot of you kind of expression. She's looking, and the rest of the like the Sin Eaters have stepped up to make kind of like this ring with you guys, while the others are like watching behind, kind of spread out a little bit. And you guys have encircled this bench, which some of the weirdo goth folks who were here are like watching this, like, what is going on over there?
Hail Satan.
Yep. And Catherine's like, I'm not going to do anything, and you're going to let me out.
Yes.
Okay, deal.
All right. And I will drop the revenant.
Okay. Yeah, and she like immediately she's like, oh, thank God. Okay. And like moves and like steps herself out of that bench and like kind of rubs the spots where like you could see her thighs were like, the bench was running through her legs. Yeah. And she goes, okay. I know what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
And Rebecca's like, and she goes, okay, I'm not reaching for anything. I'm just going to tell you. And she like the little, smart little suit that she's had on, she kind of pulls it to the side, and like just tucked into a little pocket there is this like gold, like what looks like it would be, just like a metal bookmark. But it's done up in gold, and it's got some very weird language that Miss Anthropology is like, I don't recognize that at all. And she kind of holds that open. She goes, that's it. Okay.
Rebecca.
And Rebecca is looking. She's like, okay. and like has this expression of kind of disgust. Like she does not want to interact with this thing. But,
Yoink.
okay. And she goes, okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to go so far as to say between Speak with Ghost and do you have your mage sight on? I imagine not, actually. You haven't said anything. Okay. Songbird, as you hold that, you feel a rush of memories. Let me see here. Pull this because I didn't think you guys were actually going to grab this thing. So let me. What was I thinking? I know. Yeah. Hasty. Take a willpower point, sir. Very, very good point.
It's very much like, what are you guys all looking at? It's just a fucking map.
It's a bookmark.
It is a bookmark, yes.
Bookmark.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Where?
Give the bookmark to the guy who can't read.
Oh, God bless you, chat. Oh my gosh, where did I put that book? Because I've read it. I can't even remember what it was called. Guys, help me out here. What was the silly book called? The new one that came out, Memento Mori. All right. Which is the appropriate name for something to forget the name of. I didn't download this on this computer. Okay. I have a phone. All right. Sorry, folks. I say it and I tell people all the time, hey, yeah, you're a new DM. Okay, well, just remember, the first thing that the players are going to do is that one thing that you didn't expect them to do. So prepare for the unexpected. Whoops. All right, so yeah, Memento Mori, Death Masks. So I want to make sure I remember this thing correctly. Yes. Okay. Okay, yeah, so as you kind of pluck it out, you can see it is a mask in the fact that it is similar to like a domino mask.
Ooh.
Yes, exactly. Do you actually put it up?
Tuxedo mask?
No.
Okay, I was going to say, please tell me you just did that. Okay, no. Domino,
I think I put it up to like arm's reach and like, ooh, it's a mask.
Right.
We've already established that you were playing Tuxedo Mask. She puts it on against the cape in the room.
Right. Oh, actually, no. Nothing actually happens while you're hanging onto it. You actually have to put it on. Okay, yeah. So, holding it though, definitely like, especially with Prime, and as a Forge Master, yeah, like, ooh, like heavy duty magic item.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who made this?
Oh, that's true. Shit. Yeah. Forge Master. I just know these things because I spend an action to do them.
Yep.
So who made this? I'm trying to think of how. Yeah. Okay. I guess it was made by the actual Geist. So let's go with because I hadn't thought of a name. Yeah, sure. It's the tarnished gold one. No, that's terrible. But yeah, tarnished gold, I guess, is the is what we'll go with. Coming up with Geist names off the top of my head, not the best. I can do shadow names, but
Look, I came up with Ghostfucker out of nowhere in like 1 second.
yeah,
so.
I don't think that's one to be proud of. But yes, it was definitely made by tarnished gold. Can't remember. Do you get a couple questions?
I get like 4, but I don't know how many of them actually apply here.
Gotcha.
Because it's all about like wizard shit.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's like what arcana was used in it, what they're.
I guess it's fucking Stygia.
Yep. So yeah, you pick that up, hold it, and yeah, you can immediately feel, oh yeah, this was made by, and yeah, the name you get is tarnished gold, but there's a feel to it that also says, oh yeah, it was made by itself, and you have this whole sense of like a person, an entity in your hands. or the remains thereof. And so, yeah, Rebecca kind of looks over as you kind of wave it through the air, and she goes, "Okay, just
I want to scrutinize it with death.
no putting that on. Yeah, you can start rolling.
Yeah.
It's
Put
opacity
it in
of
my
4.
pocket.
Death and gnosis. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, as you're like, concentrating now, is ooh, yikes.
0.
It's one of the free ones. 2.
2.
Okay, so 3 left.
1. 2.
So 2 left.
So now it's a 2. And I'm out of free
Yeah,
rolls.
2.
No, you have 7 free rolls. Gnosis plus your
okay.
death. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
2 more free
No,
rolls.
2.
So 1 more?
Yeah.
One to go.
1.
There you go.
All right, cool.
Reveal.
So I think we have established Weird is great at spell casting, but when it comes to scrutiny, I think Ash has kicked everybody's ass.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever failed one.
So yeah, at your
Especially that like 6 success one you had 2 weeks ago.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Nailed it.
7, 8,
Perfect.
9. So yeah, 9 rolls at 6 seconds apiece. Takes you a minute or two. Actually, right about a
basically
minute.
while Songbird is like
Fidgeting.
looking at this thing and
Right.
figuring it
And
out.
totally not taunting other ghosts with
Yes.
it.
But yeah, so the things you get, it is not awakened magic. It is not abyssal. And the biggest stuff that you get from it is basically, this is the corpse of a ghost. This is the corpse of a big ghost.
Dead ghost.
Yes. This is something that, is, it is the remains of a geist.
Is this...
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm going to turn to Rebecca and be like, is this like the things you make?
Sort of. The things we make are little displays of, like, death and our connection to it. That's a body. If I die and Scream dies,
It makes one of these?
yeah. So that's one of the reasons we have a problem, as she kind of looks over at Catherine, of people having them.
Yeah.
There are some Sin Eaters who think it's fine to use them. There's others who have a problem with using them. We prefer to take the time to see what we knew about the Geist, and if we can, use it in matching with who they were. So, yes, we're going to have a long chat with that thing. Yes, Songbird?
Sunbird has an idea of how to sort of make this thing safe. So they're all worried about it.
Well, I mean, it might be of use, so don't, break it in half.
No, I just want to... this is Chris to Drew.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I want to use... what is the... 4 hurting things?
Celestial Fire.
Unraveling? No, not the spell itself. Unraveling?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right practice?
It could be, yeah.
I want to basically unravel this thing's the idea of this as a tool.
Oh, and basically,
Getting sort of conceptual, like basically just like no one looking at this would understand that it's a mask. Like I'm temporarily destroying its maskness.
oh, I dig it. Yeah,
So no one would put it on. No one would ever have the idea to put it on.
sure. Yeah, they wouldn't recognize it as a mask. Yeah, I dig that.
Mhm.
Especially since I know you'll be, it'll only be for the duration. So yeah,
Right.
Yeah, if you as Songbird want to do that, yeah, go for it. But yeah, Rebecca's like,
Cool.
Don't break it.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, so again, Chris to Drew, would that have a withstand?
And I will go so far as with your Forge Mastery little trick there that you would know it's effectively going to have a resolve, a withstand of 5.
Okay.
So yeah, Rebecca is, looking at Catherine. Catherine's like, listen, I got swept down through a fucking hole and that thing let me out. Rebecca's like, okay, so you have no idea what it is. She's like, it's my free pass, so I could come find. Oh my god, Olivia. Yeah. And now I know she's dead and apparently gone. And kind of looks at Atratus. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, not everyone
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
leaves a ghost.
You know, there's no Olivia walking around with this.
There was no
throw one
anchor
more
up to
dice
her
at that?
body.
What was that, Chris?
You get one more dice.
Oh, shoot. Yep. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she's she was pretty explicit about, I'm the one left behind. So that's a thing. Cool. And yeah, like
Creative thaumaturgy.
yeah.
We did one.
Since people were literally just talking about it. And removing the maskness of this. Nobody, like, people look at it, there's the eye holes in it, but it's a bookmark. Like, why would you hold that up to your eyes? And so for sake of time, because we're at our break period, Rebecca kind of sits and chats with Catherine about what that thing is, what she is, and kind of motions over her shoulder to Scream and the couple other guys in the area who, compared to Catherine, who looks like a normal person, Gabe looks like a normal person, these things are these twisted, clearly not human anymore entities. Catherine gets a very quick Underworld 101 about, how shitty that place is. She's like, yeah, no shit. I've been there. And what they do. And Catherine is like, that's fucking terrific. Good for you all. And, if it's all the same to you all, I'm just going to fuck off.
Is she going to lose essence now that she doesn't have the mask?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And Rebecca makes that clear.
Gate's right over there.
Yeah.
But
and she's
your
like,
anchors are here at your body. You should feel a draw to the other ones, right?
Mm-hmm. The other
Like
one
this-
is was the mask.
Oh, okay.
Basically. Or excuse me, no. It's something.
parents?
Yeah, something her parents have.
So, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you. She's like, yeah, no, I can feel it. And kind of looks over towards the mausoleum. She's like, yeah. If it's all the same to you all. And, she starts to, move towards the mausoleum. I'm going to be alone with my thoughts for a little bit and figure out what the hell I'm going to do, because apparently the thing I thought was, setting me free is apparently some diabolical, monstrous object, and I'm a terrible person for having it. So,
Yeah. Take that, bad guy.
Did you really say that?
Oh, I just missed the tone of this whole thing, huh? I was just looking at the mask for a while. Sorry. I'll be going.
Catherine, you're not a terrible person for picking up something that you didn't know what it was.
No, I know. I'm lashing out, and I'm going to, I'll be a bit. And kind of just makes her way, kind of over to, where her and then the placards there, and kind of puts her hands on both of them and just melds into it. And I imagine with Death Sight, you guys, I think, can recognize manifestations, but yeah, she basically possesses her own urn, her own body, and just like, yeah, she's gonna sit there. Yeah.
Okay.
Later, y'all. I gotta go sleep.
Yeah. I just give the thing to Rebecca. Just like, until. How long are you going to hold the spell
Yeah.
for?
I've got it for a month. I can let go of it whenever you are ready to do with whatever you're going to do with it.
And she kind of looks at it, picks it up. And she's like, yeah. I'm not sure what you did to it, but it does feel weird.
No one should ever have the idea to put it on while the spell is active. I
Erased its being a mask.
Right, and you can
Yeah.
see that she is having problems herself trying to see it as a mask. And she goes, okay, right, because this is a death mask. but it's not a mask. Okay. Just
I deal with truths. I destroyed the truth of this thing temporarily.
okay. So in a little bit, it'll make sense.
Probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
whenever you think it's in a safe space where you guys are fine being around it, as it actually is,
Just send
He can
Songbird a
let it
text. Yeah.
yeah.
Just send me a text.
Okay.
But you seem uncomfortable with it right now, so we
Well,
he
it's.
fixed it.
I mean, do you want to pick up and carry around a dead body? Right.
Yeah.
So, cool.
I mean, yeah, if I got to get rid of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want it to, because this is the last. Like, if a sin eater fails, if we die, this is our testament. This is our gravestone. This is our last marker that can be passed on. To. Right. So she puts it in her coat pocket.
So it's not that the Reapers are inherently, or it's not that the death masks are inherently wrong.
No, it's when
It's that putting a ghost putting one on,
Mhm.
it creates sort of a badness.
Yeah, because
If I'm getting the technical terms right there.
geists are tainted by the underworld, right? None of these look normal, like Gabe, like Catherine. You know, they are tainted by the underworld, and when they die, this is the thing they leave behind.
Right.
Does it compel them to seek ghosts?
Yes. Yeah.
So they won't even do it consciously. It's just a thing they have to do.
Yep. And
So Scream is going to be this one day. I can see now
I mean, hopefully
why
not.
it makes you uncomfortable.
hopefully not. If
If
we
they die.
if we do things right, Scream and I can move on.
Right,
but
right.
We'd much rather go down to the underworld, kick its ass, and claim a happy little corner of it. You know, if we can. But yeah. And so this, yeah, and the biggest thing is putting this on makes her into who this was. And then spends their time hunting down ghosts and dragging them to the underworld. So if this was a Sin Eater's Geist, it's the underworld's last fuck you. And like the rest of the crew are, all sitting kind of quiet as Rebecca gets understandably a little, passionate about it.
Yeah.
And, but, she pats her pocket again and kind of looks over at you all and says, thank you for coming. I'm glad this was less of a thing than I thought it was going to be.
We support our allies, Rebecca.
Thank you, Weird. Do you guys need bus fare or,
Buses aren't running.
oh,
We're
sure. I mean, we came in the minivan, or minivans.
Yeah, we can get home.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
And kind of like pats your guys' shoulders, kind of gives Songbird just a little bit of a look. He goes, okay, thanks. And like herds the...
Was that a look because I did several offensive things tonight, or a look because... Okay, yeah, that's the one.
Yep. And yeah, makes her way with the crew for the long drive
also
back
could
to
have been
Jersey. Go ahead.
It also could have been I'm scared of what he just revealed he can do.
Oh yeah, no, it was much. Yeah, Becca doesn't get scared of much.
Fair.
Yeah.
Or uncomfortable because,
Right. Yeah.
like, someone being able to objectively just delete truth out of the
A
world.
little bit weird, and later when the spell comes off, she'll probably have a better understanding of that's
what
what
you
just
did.
happened, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right.
So yeah, a couple hours later, you get a text. Hey, we're all safe in
Didn't even
Jersey.
Didn't get to use Ghost Puncher.
Nope. Sorry, bud. So yeah.
Sometimes the best victory is the one where you don't have to fight.
Adamantine arrow does not compute.
Disagree.
Not. Nope.
It's a very hollow victory sound to me. So yes, cool.
We're going to take a break
Yeah, we're
now.
going to take a break. Ran a little bit long. Quick rundown of the stuff that we we can actually have a break and the next episode isn't super short. But yes, come visit us on Discord. That's yeetinto.space. It'll take you right there. And you can come hang out and chat with us and give us episode title ideas if you're watching this on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you can judge us based on everybody else's suggestions. And then, of course, if you want to support us monetarily, that is staylucky.club. And you can join us there on Patreon, help support us, do cool stuff, and things like that. And that's all I got. Kickstarter does have Cult of the Blood God. So, as I mentioned previously, if you've ever made the joke of blood for the Blood God, yeah, you probably should go check out the Kickstarter. Just because it's got some cool stuff. They funded 100% in 50 minutes. And they're on their way to several additional supplements and stuff like that, and you can get a bunch of that. Like, that's how I got Memento Mori, because I backed Geist 2E, and so then I got Geist 2E, and then I got this extra little side book for free. So yeah, that's how that works. So go check that out. Twitch guys, we'll be back in just a minute or two. YouTube guys, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Stay lucky.